Hey guys, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is going to be for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aquarius. We're going to take a look at what general messages your spirit team wants to relay to you during this month of September and going forward. Now, please keep in mind that these are just general messages, meaning that they may or may not resonate with you. However, do take the messages that does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? Also, be sure to check out my other videos for your other sign placements if you find there are no messages in this particular video for you. Okay. So, with that being said, let us go ahead and get started. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, for the collective of my lovely Aquariuses for being present. And we're actually going to start with your oracle messages, starting with your angel number message to see what your spirit team wants you to know. All right, and you guys have number 27, which says, I am expressive. All right, and it says your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. All right, so number 27, I am expressive. All right, and for your spirit guide messages, I normally would just pull one, but these two wanted to come out, so I took both of them. So let's take a look at what they say. Okay, and it says, you are not always right. Find more balances in your personal interactions. All right, so that just brings me to the I am expressive card. So some of you guys may be like really expressive when it comes to like getting your point across. All right. And then you have try relaxing more when you drive. You'll be less tense when you arrive at your destination. Okay. All right. And then let's take a look at what your charmed message card is. You have crown. Okay. And it says your ego has been in the way lately. Work on becoming more egoless. And it says, allow others to help you. It's okay for someone else to straighten your crown without you feeling uncomfortable. And it says, lastly, exert more of your leadership qualities. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Aquariuses. All right, some of you guys are being a little expressive this month or so. All right. So let's see what your spirit team wants you to know. So thank you, beautiful angels, guys, ancestors. Can you please guide this reading and show me what is Aquarius's current situation? What is the current situation for Aquarius? Current situation. All right. Right, and you guys have the High Priestess for your current situation. All right, and what is the current challenge? What is the current challenge for Aquarius? What is the current challenge? All right, so we have the Three of Swords in your current challenge position. And what is the advice? Beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, what advice do you have for Aquarius? Oh, that literally wanted to like pop out. All right, and you guys have the Devil. You guys have a lot of red going on in these cards so far. And lastly, what is the expected outcome? What is the expected outcome? What is the expected? All right. So you guys have the Sun, all right, and the Queen of Wands, who's holding like a dandelion that's like symbolic of the sun also. All right, so that's some great energy coming in your expected outcome. All right, especially the sun showing up right after the devil card. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we have going on for you guys. All right, so one of the things I noticed, a couple of things I noticed, right? Well, one, when you have this crown card where it says your ego has been in your way lately, okay, we're going to be becoming more egoless. And that's kind of almost symbolic of what one of the things that the devil card can represent, right? It's like the ego, right? So definitely being mindful not to have that in the way for you guys. And I feel like this could be you guys are harboring some type of hurt feelings around a certain situation. Okay, that may be causing, I really don't want to use the word, but I'm going to say bitter, maybe causing some of you to be bitter in a sense, you know, in your actions, in your expressions, because you have the I am expressive card, feeling your way is the only way, feeling like you're always right, okay? And this could be because you guys are harboring emotions from something that has been hurtful to you in the past and you haven't fully released that and let go. There's still some type of attachment to it. Okay, you're still attached to those things, which causes you to express them in a not so pleasant way. And it may be something that you are aware of. Maybe you're not aware of it because the feelings may be, you know, deep down on a subconscious level, but your expressions are, you know, in 3D. They're in the real form. So you may or may not be aware of that. All right. And when I seen the High Priestess pop up as your current situation, one of the things with the High Priestess is that number one is to trust your intuition. But what I mainly get from it showing up for you guys is that you don't know everything because not everything is revealed to you yet. As you can see, like she's barely peeking from behind the red curtains, right? They're not fully open. There's still more to be shown, right? So don't have this urge or the sense of, you know, feeling like, you know it all, because in essence, only certain things has been revealed to you up to this point. All right. So in order for you to move forward, it's about recognizing maybe you need to get over this situation that's keeping, you know, that's maybe lingering within you before things begin to open up more. Okay. The Three of Swords showing up in the challenge position. Like I said, this is because maybe some of you are harboring feelings of hurt. Okay. Maybe you've been scarred in the past. Maybe you've been heartbroken in the past. Maybe you went through situations in the past that left you feeling, not trustful towards others. All right. So you feel like you're going to trust only your own gut instinct. You're only going to follow your advice and you're not going to take anyone else's, right? Because you are afraid of, letting others in. So it's your way or the highway. All right. But keep in mind that type of mind frame or those thought processes can actually be more of a hindrance to you, more of a hindrance than a help. All right. So it's all about detachment. This is the word I'm getting here. Detachment. All right. Detachment from those things that keep you maybe lashing out or keeping you feeling like, your own advice is the best advice. Detachment from things that keeps you stuck mentally, so to say. All right. The Crown card also points out that to allow others to help you, okay, to straighten your crown without you feeling uncomfortable. This is saying to allow others to come in and help mend broken hearts, to help mend feelings of discomfort or distrust. All right. And it says to help you straighten your crown, meaning to say that the crown is not on right to begin with, right? It needs to be adjusted, right? So this is just saying that you need others. It's okay to let others come in and help you with that. All right. In the position of the expected outcome, we have the Sun coming out, okay, with both the Sun card and with the Queen of Wands holding that beautiful dandelion that's, significant of the Sun. So this is, I feel like, saying you standing in your power, definitely, because the Queen of Wands is someone who's like very bold, who's very confident. She's usually, beautiful, right? And she's aware of that. So this is just to say, Aquarius, that you surrendering to help, you surrendering to spirit coming in and guiding you does not take away from your Queen of Wands attributes. All right. So this is like maybe an awareness to you that you can still be powerful. You can still be expressive, while at the same time being compassionate, being understanding. All right. Not having to feel like you're always right, or not having to feel so like standoffish. Right. You can still exert your power in a classy way. You can still get your point across in a compassionate way that doesn't have to involve, it being in this standoffish type manner, right? With the Sun being here too, I feel like that's when you'll feel the most happiest. That's when things will be more radiant for you. Okay, it's when you realize that you can. And this is a queen, and I like how you have like the queen show up in your expected outcome, and then you have like the crown here. Because queens wear crowns. So this is just to say that you can still stand in your power without exerting too much toxic energy, in doing so. And I feel like too, it may be because of harboring emotions or feelings from the past that kind of causes you to kind of be that way. All right. So just be mindful of that. Be mindful to let go of any ego, any thoughts that, keep you feeling empower in a sense to where you're blocking out the help and support around you. All right. So then now let us go ahead and clarify. Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, ancestors. Clarify for me, why is the High Priestess here in the position of the current situation for Aquarius? And I get to like with the Devil, it may be tempting to be this way, right? Because the Devil's card too is all about temptation. So it may be tempting to kind of, feed off that type of energy because maybe it makes you feel empowered. But it could be making you feel empowered in a more negative aspect rather than a positive one. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, showing up in the position clarifying the High Priestess. Not with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the knight that opens his heart and he moves through, with his emotions. All right. So maybe some of you, as you can see, like with the High Priestess, how the curtains are partly revealed. Right? Not everything can be seen that what will be considered in the background. So some of you guys could be, slowly but surely trying to move towards opening up your heart space because of past hurts or wounds. All right. And you could be in the process of healing. So you're like more, slow in your approach, right? Slow in the process. Okay. But let us clarify, why is this Three of Swords here in a position of the challenge? Why is the Three of Swords here? Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, ancestors. Maybe some of you guys are like harsh on love, not giving people the benefit of the doubt, not letting people fully in, not revealing your full self to others, right? Because I feel like I get that more with the High Priestess being there versus your intuition. Not revealing your whole self in relationships all right, because you've been hurt before. So you kind of take this my way or the highway approach, and it's, you know, I feel like it's for the sake of just guarding your heart from any future wounds or disappointments or hurts. Okay. Why is the Three of Swords here in the position of the challenge? Not really sure if you want to let people 100% in, all the way in, right? But you miss out on opportunities like that because you run people away, you scare people away, right? So that's why it's going to be important for you to recognize the fact that you're able to still represent who you are as a strong, independent person, a confident person, but without overly doing it. All right. We don't want the overkill. Why is the Three of Swords here? Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, ancestors. Please clarify that for me. And the position of the current challenge for Aquarius. And then I get to, like, when I'm looking at this card, it's like someone who's like there to bring you like all of this goodness, right? He has like the little picnic ready. He has the flowers in his hands. He has his horse there, maybe ready for a romantic ride. And then she's like, I'm not sure if I want to let you all the way in yet. You know, it's like someone meeting you at the door, but not necessarily letting you in the house, right? You know how they partially open the door. So I get the sense when looking at that too. Like, so someone being there to bring you this offering and you're not quite sure if you're ready to let them in, right? So, you know, I get that for some of you. Definitely the vibes I pick up with that. Okay. So let's go back to clarifying why is this Three of Swords here? Why is this Three of Swords here in the position of the challenge? Why is the Three of Swords here? Don't say hurtful things. Aquarius, I'm getting that. Don't say hurtful things to others. All right, just be mindful of that. Especially if you have someone in your life right now who's treating you good, but because you're, you know, maybe scarred or harboring feelings of hurt from previous situations, it may cause you to kind of lash out, right? Just be mindful of that, so that, you know, you're not running people away. Those who like truly are there for you, or truly who truly love and support you. Okay. Why is the Three of Swords here? Ooh. All right, so we have the High Priestess again. All right, showing up. And it's just like, you see how in this High Priestess, like her eyes are closed, right? Her eyes are closed as if she's shutting something out. So yeah, you guys are definitely, you know, shutting some things out. In this case, I get more of a sense of not trusting, and that would make sense because it's in a challenge position, not trusting your intuition, all right? Not really letting others in, not being in sync and in flow with your intuition and your feelings, like allowing them to flow freely, right? Because of things that's harbored within you guys. Okay, so just be mindful of bringing those things to the surface. Okay, bringing those things to the surface and not letting your ego telling you it's okay to feel this way, because, you know, I'm a big person. I know how to handle my situations. I'll get through whatever just fine. Okay, just knowing when it's okay to allow help to come in and kind of, I don't want to use the word passive, but, you know, just being okay with, you know, letting someone else have the upper hand at given times, right? Why is the devil card here? Thank you, beautiful angels, guys, ancestors. Definitely blocking out. You guys are blocking out some things. First and foremost, you're all, you know, gut instincts. Maybe with that being there, I feel like too, maybe you know you need to be healed, right? The high priestess, you know you need to be healed, but you're not allowing yourself to. All right, but it's only going to be a hindrance, like I said, more than it is going to be a help. All right, so to clarify the devil, we have the 5 of Pentacles as well as the Page of Cups. Yep, so this is definitely a loss of, for some, maybe for the majority of you, love, right? You had a bad love experience. Maybe it was in, you know, the most recent past. Okay, and as you can see how she holds her head down, not necessarily, maybe some of you are not over it. Okay, still harboring that loss. All right, or at least that feeling of a loss. Could have been a blessing in disguise. You never know. And you're not looking towards, or I wouldn't say not looking towards, but you're not holding your head up enough to see when the new opportunity comes in for you. All right. So, you know, don't let your ego get in the way, which a lot of you probably put on that ego, you know, just to guard yourself. Don't let it get in the way to where you think that it's helping you, but actually what it's doing is hindering you and keeping you from seeing what true possibilities are out there. All right. And why is the Sun and the Queen of Wands here in the position of the expected outcome? And sometimes when people are like overly expressive, right, that too is a sign of just having their guard up, because they want to portray a certain aspect of themselves that's more of I'm okay versus I'm not okay. All right, so just being mindful of that. All right, and learning how to be expressive in more than one way. All right, knowing how to be expressive with your emotions. All right, with your feelings. All right, with your ability to receive, not just give those things, but to receive them as well. All right, why is the Sun and the Queen of Wands here in the position of the expected outcome? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Definitely better days, though. With the Sun being there, better days are to come. All right. But I feel like there is a lesson to be learned from you in regards to addressing things that needs to be addressed so that you can carry yourself in a different manner. All right. Doesn't mean you have to lose control. I don't want to say control, but you lose that essence of yourself that grants you the confidence and the ability to carry on in a manner that people know who you are and what you represent. It's like what they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So learning how to work with that attitude versus the what I say goes and that's just it type of attitude, right? Why is the Sun and the Queen of Wands here in a position of the expected outcome? Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, and ancestors. Okay, and we have the Moon. All right, so this is going to call for you to, I feel like, you know what, with this, you have that little, you have like the black, I don't know why I want to say owl, but you have like the black fox, I would assume, and the white fox. So what I immediately got with that is learning to face your shadow self, right? Learning to face those things that's buried deep within, right? The moon has to do with the subconscious too. So learning how to face that shadow self, which is good because we're going to pull you guys some shadow cards towards the end of this reading. But learning how to face the shadow self so that the light can come out, right? The sun can come out, all right? And you can learn how to walk in essence with yourself and be proud of who you are, but still at the same time having respect for others. All right, card at the bottom of this deck, you guys have the Three of Swords again. All right. So now let us pull some oracle messages to see what else your spirit team wants you to know. All right. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. What else do you want Aquarius to know? What other messages do you have for them? Okay, and then you guys have options. And it says you may be focusing too much on one thing or person that you're failing to see there's other great options. All right. And I like that because it's like what I said here. It's like if you're harboring feelings of hurt, past hurts or regrets or whatever, it stops you from seeing that there's other pursuers, right? This person is here ready to give it to you, or job is there ready to, you know, pick up the slack where it was left behind. All right. But you can't be hung up on what didn't work for you in the past. Okay. 2 more messages, please. Beautiful angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. 2 more messages. Okay, and then you guys have faith, and it says have faith in the universe, let it impress you with its magic, enjoy the beautiful journey. All right, and just 2, I feel like that's saying have faith with that things you know, happen for a reason. All right, and without having to feel like you have to hold on to the past. Okay, and then you guys have you know, and it says you already know the answer. Your intuition is trying to guide, protect, and inform you about a situation. And I like how it says your intuition is trying to guide and protect you and inform you, and how you have the high priestess showing up in the challenge. Like I said, you guys not following your intuition or not trusting it. Okay, so that's definitely confirmation that you guys, and I think I even said it earlier, that some of you guys may know. Okay, so spirit is confirming that you do just open up yourself to listening to your intuition more. All right, so now we are going to pull 2 aspects of your shadow self that you can work on during this time, Aquarius, as it relates to the situation or just period. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Can you please give me 2 aspects of the shadow self that Aquarius can work on during this time? 2 aspects of the shadow self that Aquarius can work on during this time. Two aspects of the shadow self that Aquarius can work on during this time. Okay, and you guys have intolerant shadow. And it says, unwilling to accept others' differences, narrow mind, bias, prejudice, bigoted. Okay, and it says strength lies in differences, not similarities. Be accepting of others' differences, choices, in their personalities. All right, so some of you guys need to address your intolerant shadow. All right. And kind of brings me back to the your ego card, right? Your ego maybe, you know, doesn't allow for you to do that, or the fact that you feel like you're always right. So your intolerant shadow is definitely one aspect of yourself that you can work on during this time. Let's get one more aspect that Aquarius can work on. All right. One more aspect of the shadow self that Aquarius can work on. So I feel like that's asking you to just be more patient with others. All right, be more patient with others. All right, and you guys have a flaky shadow. All right, and it says commit to things but rarely follow through, unpredictable, flighty, indecisive. All right, and it says opportunities come and go, and if you don't seize them, you will be left with no options. All right, so this is just saying don't let good things pass you by. All right, because of being flaky, right? You know, like this, I'm not sure if I want to let you in or not. You know, standing at the door and kind of being like, not too sure if I'm going to let you in. But keep in mind that person's not going to wait at the door forever for you to decide if you're letting them in or not, right? So just being, you know, less indecisive, being, you know, more, I don't want to say, well, the card says unpredictable. So just working on being just, you know, committed to something. All right. Committed to self first and foremost, and then just standing by and being a person of your word. All right. So then now let's get a archetype card to see what archetype message your spirit team wants you to have during this time. All right, so Aquarius, you're working on your intolerant shadow and your flaky shadow. All right, so being less biased, less judgmental, less of pointing the finger, okay, and also being less of not being sure if you want to commit or not. All right. Okay, and then you have the gem. All right, another aspect of red. Look at that. That's nice. How you remember how I pointed out how you had all that red in your reading. And it says, don't sell yourself short. Work through your beliefs in your head. Get uncomfortable and do yourself justice. All right, because there is a gem waiting to be discovered, Aquarius. All right, so don't sell yourself short in the process. All right. So lastly, I already pre-pulled you some fortune messages. So let's take a look at what those are to see what your spirit team wants you to know. And you guys have wedge, and it says someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. All right. So be mindful of that, because you guys do have the devil card here in the advice. So just be mindful of someone who may be standing in between, blocking true opportunities coming in for you. Okay, you have pineapple with reconciliation. And then you have hammock, which says taking a vacation physically or mentally. And lastly, bird flying. News is on the way. All right, my lovely Aquariuses, that has been your monthly reading. I really hope you enjoyed. If so, please be sure to hit the likes up button, as well as to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, my lovelies, take care and bye-bye.